Hey there guys, Knux here. Just thought I'd bring you a quick Minecraft video detailing the old world that we used to run. This was one of our older servers. It's kind of difficult to explain what happens here without actually showing you, because this isn't a vanilla Minecraft server. We use a mod called Tribu to play a zombie style game. And I'll get to explaining that in just a second. This giant structure over here is my old mob spawner. Over here we've got some buildings that we built a very long time ago now. There's Nick's castle over there, Peacemaker 8's castle. It's got some cannons on the front of it. And this is obviously when we were sort of just not starting out, but getting our design flowing a bit more. And this terrible looking structure here is a factory that I tried to build, and I will explain why I tried to build it later. We'll go in there later. There's a lot of things happening on the later side of this episode, I can tell you that. For now, this is the zombie arena, and this is what we spent most of our time on this server building. I built this in a couple of days, and then my friends helped me build the additional parts that sort of loop around the back and up to there. And there's another arena off in the distance there that I also built, and we'll go have a look at that one in a minute. So players enter here, and obviously you can set your spawn, put the items that you've currently got on you in your chest, and then you can read the rules. And the rules basically just say how to get into the game, like to join a game, type Tribu, enter, and Tribu start. You need to load the level. You might need to load the level if this is your first time. So Tribu load Chaos, obviously, because it's the first level that we came up with. Unfortunately, these chests don't restack themselves, so I have to come back in here and do that. And as you can tell, I'm quite slack when it comes to refilling chests. So there's that. This arena's only really got room for. Well, it hasn't got room for. I only accommodated 3 spaces for beds, so I had to put additional player chests over here. So once you've secured all your items and you've picked up your row of stuff, you then type Tribu, enter, and it will warp you into. If I can get this right, it will warp you into this arena here. So you start off here, and from here, the rounds will start, and there's just these little patches in the corners. There's 2 on this side and 3 on the other side, and they'll start to spawn zombies, which you and your friends, or if you're doing it solo, will have to fight off in order to earn points. And then the points can then be used to buy doors. So this one costs 500, but there's useful stuff in there, like, so there'd be wood in this one, for example, but then if you want to make use of that wood, you're going to have to run across and pay 500 for this one, which contains all things like ores and coal to melt the ores down and that kind of thing. So all the rooms in this map are sort of related to one another. So yeah, if you activate this switch, you pay 500 in points, which is about 50 zombies, I think. And depending on whether you're playing on your own or with a friend, that might need to change. But in this chest there's iron ore and some arrows, so it's well worth paying for the doors, and there's access to other things in here. The only problem is you can get quite flooded out in here, and that can cause a few problems. But the real reason you want to be saving the points up is not only for this weapons box, which is still open from the last time I tried to film this video, but it's quite simple. I'll try and show you on this one. Usually these will be covered over, so just pretend that's a bit of white wall. Oh, in fact, we're in creative mode. Dave, stop being so lazy. There we go. So, yes, And obviously I think I've done this wrong. I think it's meant to be red on the inside and white on the outside for a medic's box, but just bear with me. So as you're killing zombies, 100 points will be 10 zombies. If you're running a bit low on health, you do regenerate health, but sometimes it's just nice to have a quick boost. You pay 100 and you get a golden apple. Sounds like a good deal to me. This one's pretty similar. There'll be a button on the front here, and well, there'd be a block here and a button here. You press the button, it would activate this redstone and trigger this dispenser to give you a random weapon. I'm pretty lazy. I don't know if that should have fit. That should have fit. This is obviously the golden arches. This is a McDonald's box, so you press this button, you get food, a chicken McNugget, beef burger. Can't believe I'd get an apple at McDonald's. This is a random weapons crate, and these aren't revealed like this. This is just so they can be refilled. Usually you just have the box like that and the button. You pay 250 for a random block, and there you go, you'd get it. So we'll just put that back in there. And the reason that there are pumpkins and blocks of iron in here is so that you can build an iron golem if you so desire. But obviously to get that, you're going to need to do a lot of teamwork, all that kind of thing, to eventually build up enough points to either well, to have enough goes on this box to get 4 blocks of iron and 1 pumpkin. But along the way you will be getting some pretty neat stuff, and this box looks a little overpowered to me, so that might need changing. Again, we've got some more rooms over here, a little running area to fight the zombies off. This room, I think I was trying to turn this into an enchant room of some kind, so you press this button and yes, but again, not the best idea. And this level is obviously just a prototype. Like everything in this server or on this server, everything is a prototype. These are not the main or finished products in any way, shape or form. I should probably have explained that before I just opened the door like it was nothing. This area, or this room in particular, is very cheap, but that's because you only press the button and then you've got to make sure you get through the door. But this is your safe house. So in here you get saplings for trees, so you can make your own trees and get your own resources. Some torches, bones, wheat in here because there's an area just over there that I'll show you in a minute that you use to farm. That you can use to farm and create your own food and that kind of thing. There's enough stuff in there for a few mushroom stews. Some flint and steel. I know everybody likes a bit of flint and steel. Oh, yep, and there's stuff up here to buy for torches and arrows and that kind of thing. So yeah. There's not really much I can say to this. To buy items in the game, you right click on the sign and it will deduct the points from here. When it comes to levers and stuff like that, flicking the lever will deduct the points. Pressing buttons and anything that's activated with redstone. There's diamond helmets, and as you've probably just noticed, this chest contains a music disc. This is in homage to the sort of the meteorite parts you can find on some of the zombie levels and that kind of thing. Another interesting thing that we had set up is the recuperation lounge, which is a sort of nod to Red Dwarf when they come out of the machine after being hit by the dispersed squid. But if your team member dies, or if someone dies who's on your team and there's still people running around in here, we are going to set it up so that you can buy your friend back into the game. So there'll be like a button or something that you have to pay for here. You press that, they come running back out and rejoin the game. It's the same for all the levels that are in there, and as you can see, most of those levels aren't complete. But if your friend dies, it gives them a chance to come back into the game, but it will cost you. So, do you go for that shiny diamond sword, or do you help your buddy out of here? And they rejoin you at the end of the round, or they should rejoin you at the end of the round anyway, if the game works properly, but it's pretty temperamental. This is the farming area, but the main objective of all this, you want to save your points, because this door costs 1,000, and when you enter into this level, it looks like this, totally dark. There are a couple of blocks of glowstone here to prevent corner mob spawns while the power's off. But there are obviously some commands you can use to clear the area before you start your match. And when Tribu's loaded, I don't think other mods spawn into the area that you're playing in, but I could be wrong. So obviously the main objective of most zombie games is to turn the power on. So there you go. Once you've done it, once you've managed to accumulate enough points, you can then get in here, turn the power on, and there's a jukebox in there so you can play your hidden tracks, and there's 3 of them in the level, just like the meteorites. But once you've done that, you advance to the next level. And again, this level's a bit of a work in progress. I'm not going to show you it today. I'm just going to keep this video kind of short to show you the kind of things that I work on in Minecraft. And the next video, if it's not the one after this one, it'll be the video after that, and we'll actually show you how one of these matches goes down. This is the walkway for spectators, so they come up here and they can see quite a large area. I'm still not too happy about the fact that fences kind of not inhibit your view, but they sort of, it feels like you should be able to move closer to them, or fences should be sort of like on the edge of blocks, but that's just me. So I tried to combat that by sort of giving it a glass floor effect higher up, and I think that's sort of done the trick. So you can see people fighting in there. And we'll just have a quick look with the power off. So obviously the spectators need to be well protected, so their areas are well lit. And I don't think zombies can get up here. There was a point when we started doing this that the players would respawn here and you wouldn't be able to buy them back in until the end of the match or the end of the round. Having the recuperation lounge fixes that. So that's that. Before I go, and this is sort of like a little bonus, I'm gonna show you the new dispenser model that I'm currently working with on the new maps that I'm building, and this will hopefully give you a better idea of the dispensers. So this is the new shape dispenser, much smaller than the other one, but it needs to be against a wall, and I'll explain why in a second. How do the dispensers work and how are they refilled? Well, sign, I will explain. All dispensers are marked differently to show what they sell. For example, this is based on the colour code that they've got at the top. So red is weapons, white is health, and then the others are here. So grey armour, yellow food, purple is a random blocker item. I don't think there's anything in there. No, there isn't. This dispenser sells weapons. You will need money to pay for it, which you earn killing zombies. Why am I so slack with the... I suppose this is just a note of kind. Pressing the button will take a set amount from you, so you'll lose points from what you've earned if you're buying a random weapon, and the amount that you pay for it is displayed there. Usually it is displayed there. So just imagine this has just got a random. Imagine these are obviously stone wall, and this is the player side of things. But then on this side, this is where the technicians, as it were, or the people who look after levels, and this is only really if levels go on for a long time. There'll be a list on the back to tell the operator which items to refill the dispenser with. This can be done at any time, but like I said, it's usually done during long matches. And there's nothing in here at the minute, but this is a weapons crate, so we'll do that. Oh, I'm always doing that. So then now you can come back around to the front, and if you're a player, you've killed loads of zombies, you oh, my phone's going off. You can then pay for a random item, and now we've got an ever so deadly woolen block to go take out the zombies with. So that's how the dispensers work. The light on the front will tell you that you bought something. And then in the next episode we'll take a look at this one, which is the much more improved version. Still doesn't use that version of the dispensers, but this is the arena that we're going to be fighting in, and I'm not going to spoil it, but you can see it's pretty epic. So yeah, look forward to that. Hopefully I'll see you soon. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.